שוב שלום לכולם, אנחנו מתקדמים בכל החזיתות. זוכרים שהבטיחו לי כיפה אדומה, אני עדיין מחכה לכיפה אדומה, כנראה שזה בדרך הכיפה אדומה. אתם יודעים מה זה כיפה אדומה, הבטיחו לי את זה בכמה דרכים היום. איזה רמה גבוהה זה, אמרתי לכם, זה מאפיה, זה מאפיה. פח אשפה מטונף. סליחה שאני לא מדבר באנגלית. Maybe I'll do it in English as well. So כיפה אדומה is like the code for in the mob in Israel, mafia is on also in the Shabak, Mossad, whatever, for like you're going to be assassinated. But yeah, sure. I mean, still waiting. Anyway, I'm advancing in all fronts, as you see, and I have a lot of theory, like advanced theory to discuss. But I will do it with your permission later, not now, but later, because I am very busy doing a lot of interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Like really, really interesting stuff. So, not for now, I guess. But you can stay just to see the lightning, which is always, I mean, something exciting. Even, I mean, if fire is in itself not something that is so new to anyone, right? But still, I mean, that's the nature of fire. It's always fascinating. Yes, so they promised me Kippa Aduma. What's the translation of Kippa Aduma? It's like the story where she's going through the woods and, I mean, and I mean, to visit her sick grandmother and the wolf eats the grandmother. That's really sick, right? But I mean, just I mean, to show you the level of the people of the Israeli intelligence. I mean, what kind of, I mean, really, Kippa Aduma. So we have a lot of advancement in theory, and which is good. As I said, I mean, I started to feel that I'm lacking on theory, and theory is really important. But fear not. I mean, we had a lot of advancement, and I hope that I'll be able to speak about it later. You see here five candles. Two are placed on two of the three silver or aluminum foil backgrounds with the red with red oil base where you see electrolysis of neros with other stuff, and another is placed like near the cookie jar, the famous cookie jar, on a brown background, and two more on the two brown backgrounds in a little bit more complicated compartment, which I'll elaborate on later. They're not totally new, but I mean, I need to elaborate on it later to explain exactly, I mean, how they are made and what's their purpose. So, thank you very much, and let's wait for, I mean, the Mossad assassins. I mean, it's such a, it's funny, I mean, because they're such, I mean, group of, I mean, the scum of the earth, I mean, really, people, I mean, the lowest of the lowest. The Shabak is even lower than that. I mean, it's amazing that it's even possible. I spoke about like my parents, like the generation issue yesterday. So maybe I speak. Today or later today. Like on the subject of what exactly the Mossad did in the 70s, because this is an issue that I spoke about like at great length, maybe 7 or 8 months ago, and it was it was very interesting. But and actually it was very demanding, like emotionally, because it was horrible stuff. I mean, the Mossad was like the worst people in the world. I said was because actually since the 80s, it's actually or early 90s, it's dominated by Americans, like in the top level. So they are more like they like mitigated their cruelty a little bit, and it's not really an Israeli organization anymore. It serves American purposes on the top level. But during the 60s and the 70s, they were really the worst people in the world, and they did unimaginably cool things. And I spoke about it a lot, but maybe I will return to the subject since I haven't spoke about it like in a while. And I'll also do is elaborate on a particular aspect which I did not speak about, like when I spoke about it 6 or 7 months ago, as I said, which is I would say the sexual roots of their behavior, like the sexual problem, which was basis of many of their behaviors. It's not, today, as you know, they are all pedophiles and homosexual, but it wasn't the case back then. It was different back then, so maybe I'll speak about it in a separate video. So, still waiting for Kippa Aduma, and tell her that, the wolf is waiting, and with a big belly, full of grandma.